This is Delilah Fitness, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I'm going to answer an email that I got about 2 months ago. I wasn't really going to answer it, but I've been getting this question quite often lately, and the question is alcohol. What is the effects of alcohol on the body? Well, as you guys know, I can only speak for me, and I am going to share with you my experience as far as the consumption of alcohol and my working out or my physical form. Now, as a lot of you know and know me from years ago, I used to drink and consume alcohol about 3 or 4 times a week. And I did notice a tremendous effect on my body. I was constantly dehydrated, and there were times when I was too sluggish to work out. And when I did roll out of bed after having a night of drinking, my workout wasn't as efficient as it should have been if I wasn't drinking. I know for a fact why I started drinking was more social. I started drinking in college. Alcohol was a social thing. In order to meet people, in order to get to know people, I was at the stage of dating. So alcohol and going out to clubs or going out to bars was the thing to do when I was growing up in college. So I actually followed the crowd and really started hanging out in bars a lot. And I emphasize the word social. It's not until I started to really get into working out that I noticed that it was depleting me of energy, and it was basically, I was more bloated. As far as my body, I was not cut up. I was more bloated. I was working out like a demon. I was in beast mode at the gym, but I was so bloated. I was big but bloated. No cuts, no abdominals, no biceps. It was just bloated. All of that alcohol, 7 grams calories. So basically what I would do is work out so I could drink. I would work out, and try, burn some calories. Or after drinking a night or a weekend of drinking, I would go to the gym and try to burn it off, sweat it out, and all of that. Did all of that, and I noticed that my body was tired. I wasn't really getting it in as much as I could have if I wasn't drinking. And also drinking became my life. I started meeting people, dating people that drank, and we had that common bond of just sitting at the bar drinking, or just sitting at a restaurant drinking, or meet after work drinking. So drinking was my life. It's not until I started changing and I started juicing and I started being vegan, and I stopped doing certain things that was quite abusive to my physical form, that I started losing friends. So the people that used to call stopped calling. My social life went from 60 to 0. No phone calls, no hangouts, no nothing, no calls, no nothing. And so when I did call friends and say, well, what's going on? How come you're not calling? And they would say, well, you're boring. You don't drink. Well, you're not what you used to be, and basically, we're not really feeling you like that. So that was painful, and I gotta say, it was extremely painful, extremely, because I lost friends. So, and that was over 10 years ago that I stopped drinking. I started cleaning up. I did have a drinking issue. It was social and beyond social. So I actually really cleaned up and really got help with the alcohol, with my sister, and also with just really trying to change my life. So to make a long story short, what happened was I wanted to change, and the people around me didn't want to change. And a lot of times when you're in a zone or frequency of changing, a lot of people, or people that you love, are not going to go with you. You are going to have to make that journey alone, and it was very traumatic for me. There were many times that I almost basically wanted to go back, just to have friends and just to appease other people at the expense of my health. So with that being said, what I ended up doing was just getting comfortable with just being by myself, just being alone. I had my sister. She doesn't drink, so we had each other, and we kind of just, you know, bonded with each other. But I'm not going to lie to you and say that it was easy. It was not easy for me. It was extremely hard because I value my friends, and I thought they valued me, but obviously not that much, to the point where it was a stipulation clause on our friendship. So when I look back in hindsight, were we really friends? No, we were not friends. Because a friend would accept you and continue to contact you or reach out to you even after you've made a decision to change your life. So when I changed, everybody dropped off. The majority of people dropped off. It's been over 10 years. I stopped drinking, and now I have a new crowd of people. Not many, but just a little. But it's enough. It's quality over quantity. And I'm much more happier and physically comfortable in my skin. So what I'm trying to say about the alcohol and the physical form of the body, it's not a win-win situation. And I'm saying it from my experience, it really took a lot away from me. It subtracted, it didn't add. And then it got, I got a chance to see who my real friends are. A friend's down for you for whatever. So I had to really reevaluate my life and also see what was it within me that was pulling these people in my direction, and I really had to work on me. So, and with that being said, when you work on you, you're going to find yourself in spaces and places where you're just by yourself. So the gym really helped me out as far as me coming in and working out a lot of my stuff, and really, getting me back in shape and getting my head back, and just really being comfortable working out things at the gym, or just working out. You don't even, it doesn't necessarily have to be at a gym, but just working out something physical, because I'm a very active and physical person, so it actually helped me get through a lot of the pain. And being alone and not in a relationship, or just, being solo, it really helps you really grow to get to know you and spend some time with you and see what you are all about. So the alcohol consumption for me is not something that I would go back to, and I don't miss it. I don't miss alcohol consumption, nor do I miss the people that were my so-called friends. And the funny thing about it is that those people, after over 10 years, that stopped calling and hanging out with me, cut me off, and befriend me, let me go. They're reaching out now for juice recipes, or juice recipes, or to get healthy. A lot of them reach out and said, I should have did what you did, but I was too hardcore on the alcohol. I wanted to be social, or I wanted to still have friends, and I could dig it, because it wasn't easy for me. And a lot of people would say, oh, well, it was easy for you. It wasn't easy for me. Even to this day, I still think about my so-called friends that I used to hang out with, but we just are not on the same page, and that's all to it. We grew apart, and I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with us moving forward in our life, and I wish those the best. But again, alcohol, and I even, high school, college, smoking of marijuana didn't work for me. Alcohol, marijuana, no. If anything, it was robbing me of my ambition. So I got all of that out of my system. Don't miss it. Would never go back to it. And I'm really in a really good place and space in my head. It's a challenge. It's challenging. But at this particular point, at 53, I'm up for the challenge. I mean, at this stage, I'm not a people pleaser, nor am I going to follow the crowd. I'm really going to move by my own, gut. I'm going to follow my gut and follow my heart, and I'm going to go forward. So I hope I answered your question on alcohol, as far as the consumption, as what it does to the human anatomy, the body, and how it really makes you feel, and why. The most important thing about drinking alcohol is the why. And I always think that I was basically conditioned wanting to be a part of a group, that I really sold myself out and betrayal. I betrayed me, because I so badly wanted friends to like me, or so-called people to like me, so I could be part of a crowd. At 53, I don't need a crowd. I could just move solo, and I'm pretty comfortable moving solo. So the best thing that I can say is to get comfortable with being alone with just you. Get comfortable with just being you.